Okay, it is 9:24 a.m. It is May the 5th, 21. These are the stocks in the main watch list. LTNC, maybe if it does like a big breakdown under this 40 level, like something very, very, very nice or really good price action like yesterday, maybe even better than yesterday, consistently long and red candles, no choppiness in the morning, maybe a morning panic bounce play. Kind of worry that there might not be any today because it just doesn't seem like it's been working too well. I was kind of lucky to find LTNC yesterday. GVSI is going to be the same setup. GGII as well. Phantom minus will add it here. DSCR is uptrending. I would like to see it run today. And then ideally tomorrow could be a morning panic bounce play. But maybe if it does some kind of an uptrend today, that would maybe be some nice uptrending setups that I could try. BPSR, I really don't want to trade this. If it does like a humongous drop, that might not be so bad, but it's just, I don't like the price action. It looks really bad. And if I was really able to short, I think this is it. Yeah, I would be interested if I could short maybe this stock right here. Maybe like a short off of resistance somewhere in the 450 level maybe. It depends on the price action, or maybe right at $4. But I can't short. I don't have a short seller account. I don't have a margin account. But it looks like Charles Schwab, you can actually short this stock. So again, I might consider moving my money to E-Trade. A large account there, a larger account, a cash account, and then here with Schwab I'll have like a $2,500 account for short setups. So, and that would be under the PDT, but that wouldn't matter because I'm not really planning to be short all that often. So that's the mindset I have. No setups other than that. We got 4 minutes till the market open. Alright, it's 9:40. I did have a few trades. I think I'm down like $2. So first one, GVSI at right 9:31. This one I just did not get executed. I really did not get executed. I placed an order and it looked like maybe it got filled because I wasn't able to cancel it, right? But then I canceled it and it, you know, once it was already well past my limit price, and yeah, I just didn't get filled at all. This one worked very nicely. GVSI here, very nice morning panic bounce play. I mean, you know, I was trying to get in at 32.5. I just didn't get executed. It was right here in this wick. This would have been a killer execution too. I just didn't get filled. There's nothing really I can do about that. And then DSCR, I had two trades here. So this one isn't really ideal because, I mean, it is uptrending, but it's kind of like in this new range. I would have liked a third green candle, not really a dip today. Would have liked it tomorrow if it were to have, you know, if it had an uptrend today, but that didn't happen. So I got a partial fill at 30.05, and that was 9:33. So that was right here, right? 9:33, that was a buy. Yeah, and they got executed at 9:33.45. So it was 3:05 right here, and I got executed in this candle because it looked like it was bottoming. We had that big volume candle here, so I got executed at 3:05, and then I sold, you know, partial position. Didn't like the price action. I sold the next minutes at 9:34 at 31, which was pretty much near the top right here. So I bought this candle right here, and then this candle I sold at right here, just a tiny position size. I made $5 in that one, and then the second one I bought at 29.9, and that was 9:36 right here when it looked like it was potentially starting to do an uptrend, right? And notice how it's much harder to trade this one than something like GVSI, because GVSI has this nice run up and DSCR was only like on its second big green day after it broke out of this range. Just a lot cleaner. That's really nice. Too bad I didn't get executed there. And then, okay, so let's go over the second one again. I bought at 36.11. Again, it was right here. 29.9. So that was right here at this candle. And I just didn't like the price action. Really didn't like this choppy price action, and it's still choppy. Even though we had a big, volume candle here, it's just a choppy mess. It could totally uptrend, but it's just less likely because it hasn't really been up that nicely. It doesn't have a nice run up like GVSI, so it's just it could do it. It's just something I don't really want to trade anymore. I sold at 938 right here before the green candle here, where I could have sold for a profit, but there's nothing wrong with that. I sold at 295. There's tiny percent loss. 1.17, and this one was a 1.64 profit. Had I have gotten my full position, this would be 10 bucks, and I'd be up $3 on the day. Again, trading small sizes. This is just less ideal. It's doing a sketchy ascending, not ascending, symmetrical triangle right here. This thing could do a really nice breakout, or it can just have a big nasty red candle. I would guess a breakout, but it could have a red candle too, because it's not really up that many days. I look forward to seeing what this one does. Not because I want to trade it, just to see what the price action will look like. Just a sketchy looking triangle right here. That is super sketchy. Volume fading, which isn't bad. I'm gonna guess it might try to make a move this candle. Looks like maybe an uptrend. No. Still making that sketchy triangle right there. We have some sells. See which way it goes. It can uptrend, but the thing going against it is that it's not up very nicely. $294 is on the bid. Looks like it might be a downtrend, but we have a big bidder here. I'll make an update later. It's still doing that sketchy triangle looking thing. I never looked at GGII. This one did do a bounce, but not as nice, not as clean as GVSI, if you ask me. Had a doji here. Didn't have like a nice big volume candle like GVSI did. And it looks like E-Trade Pro's trying to lag a little, but yeah, just not the best one. GVSI was definitely better. LTNC looks like it did a spike and then it downtrended. That's kind of different. BPSR, Spaghetti Monster. Yeah, unfortunately I just missed my execution here at 325. That's unfortunate. That would have been very profitable. That would have been a 20% move. Had I have held, of course, all the way, which I don't think I would have. Yeah, I'll make an update and see what this sketchy triangle looking thing does, but I don't see any setups I want at the moment. Okay, it's 9:48. Looks like the sketchy triangle went for the downside. It's not breaking 28. And I don't want to buy here either. That's kind of sketchy. It could totally uptrend from here though, but again, this stock hasn't really been up that nicely. If this was GVSI, it could have even made a move towards the upside, but this isn't the case. DSCR for now held this 28 level. Maybe it'll always hold it for the rest of the day. I don't know. I don't have a genie ball with me, but Yeah, no setup. Just wanted to report that DSCR, the sketchy triangle, did go towards the downside. It's a symmetrical triangle because the highs here and the lows here, they're all narrowing until they got to right here, and kaboom, big red candle. Yeah, I'm not gonna consider buying this anymore because it wasn't up nicely again. It's not trying to make that a drinking game, but it's just not looking nice. 28 has a lot of dip buyers though. Alright, well, I'll keep looking for more setups. I don't think there'll be any more morning panic dip buy opportunities, but you never know. I'll keep looking. Okay, it's 10:04 a.m. Just want to make a quick recap. RETC could reverse, but I'm not going to trade it because it could do what is called an inverse head and shoulders, but I would have liked it if this spiked as high as this level right here, the neckline ideally. It didn't do that, so this thing can continue the downtrend, but it could reverse and make an inverse head and shoulders. Just not a clean chart because again the neckline on this side wasn't as high as this side right here, so no setup there. LTNC, yeah, I could have considered a dip buy, but I didn't want to. It could have been a confirmed breakdown where it breaks below 4, lots of support, right, and then it pushed it and then it did it again. I guess it put up a higher low, but I just, you know, it could have just rejected 4 and just kept downtrending, so I didn't want to be a part of that. But it worked out here, which is nice. I mean, it is a pretty important level. If this thing cracks, not cracks. If this thing cracks 4 tomorrow, 20% down on the day, that would be interesting. GVSI losing volatility, volume, nothing I want to trade. Considered a buy, holding VWAP, or maybe a dip buy under VWAP, but if it loses volume, I don't want to trade that. GGII looks like it's trying to uptrend, but GVSI still the higher priced stock out of these two. DSCR could do an inverse head and shoulders again. It just didn't spike as high as what I would call the neckline, maybe here in the 30 level, so could do one. It can make the shoulder here and then reverse, but if it looks very nice I might consider it, but it's not too nice, so I'd trade small if I were to even trade this. No setups at the moment. Okay, it is 10:41. No setups, no volume, no liquidity. Overall markets are, it's in a downtrend, but now it's trying to reverse, so it's just no setups right now. LTNC, nice downtrend. GVSI did do a first dip under VWAP, but it's not really an uptrending stock. Green on the day with lots of volume. It's red on the day, so it's not ideal. Low volume, very jumpy, very choppy, so not really nice. GGII is uptrending, but it might try to reverse, or maybe it'll hold this 28 level. Who knows? Just no setups here either. Not even if it dips under VWAP or dips towards VWAP. I don't think I would want to trade that really. DSCR continues a downtrend. I guess it did do that inverse head and shoulders, like shoulder, head, shoulder, but like I said, it was going to be a crappy one. I don't know if it was exactly this one, but you know, if the shoulder, the neckline isn't really as high like this one, if it would have been higher, maybe towards 30 again, then when it makes the shoulder, it would have been much nicer. It just didn't happen here. PSCO was like a nice big percent gainer stock, but I don't like the liquidity issue here. It did do a dip under VWAP. I considered it, but I just didn't do it, and that was for the better. It's just too illiquid. No setups for now. I'll keep looking just a little more, but it's already 10:42. I might call things off pretty soon. Alright, it is 1:12. I'm gonna just call it off here. Haven't been looking at the markets too much. PSCO was that, I think it was here. It might have been here, but it was that first, no, definitely wasn't here. It was that first dip under VWAP setup. Maybe here actually. Didn't take it because it was too sketchy. Low volume, illiquid. Volatile, sure, but illiquid. Didn't work out. LTNC, it did eventually reverse. Did put up a higher low from the wick here. That would have been too bad, 38 to 40, but the range isn't that good. Could be worse though. GVSI would have had a killer entry at 325, I think. Yeah. Would have been a killer entry, didn't get executed. Maybe it was the broker. Maybe it was the stock. Maybe it was both. I'm gonna eventually, I already sent a message on E-Trade to confirm that my account is a cash account. So I don't want to put money there and then it turns out to be in a margin account and I have issues. So once I figure out and confirm that is a cash account, I'll move my money there. And I'm gonna have to see if the 250 rule applies when it comes to shorting stocks again under $2.50 with Schwab, because if that's the case, even though there are shares available on a lot of these setups, if that 250 rule applies, I'm not going to be able to short. So that's something to consider. GGII did do a nice bounce, but again, I like the GVSI more. It just looked better. But this one worked too. In theory, it worked, what, 25 to 26 before it started having a stutter, so not really that bad. DSCR, a few buys, but again, it just wasn't a perfect setup because the daily chart was not that nice, as I've mentioned a lot of times. Nice downtrend, maybe an inverse head and shoulders here, but not really. Just not a good opportunity because again, it just doesn't have a good daily chart. I'm going to call it off. Overall, a pretty good trading day. There's nothing that I really see that is interesting. RETC was kind of nice, but it just started downtrending the entire day. Reminds me of a lot of first green days on NASDAQ stocks. Gonna call it off. Overall, a good trading day. Had I have gotten in GVSI, that would have been killer. Tried really well with DSCR on an imperfect setup. Could have been better, could have been much worse, but I'd say overall a pretty good trading day.